We're going to get started with some rudiment exercises, advanced rudiments. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we're going to start off with are single strokes. Okay, so for each of this, I'm going to have an example right here. And to the other side, I'm going to have tips on what you should aim for while playing these movements. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 bars at a time. All right. One. Let me just move here so everyone can see. 3, 1, and 2, and back, so you see we're changing hands here, starting on the right. 2, 3, 4, and try and open up that 5. Very good. And right after that, playing that movement again on the left. 2, 3, 4, left, right, okay, and now what I want you to aim for here, not only to be light with the fingers, try and bring the accents a little down, okay? We don't really want to play every accent. So it doesn't add anything really, just like it's pretty much an ear saw. I'm not even sure if that's a term. But yeah, try and aim for the light accents. Helps you get through these movements so much quicker and more relaxed. So try again for those 2 things in mind. 2, 3, 4. And really wait for those donkey cuts. The rhythms we spoke about now in the last session in the MSR, those rhythms, being consistent and being open and really trying to hold and cut correctly, that gives you the full amount of swing to try and incorporate. Okay? Now we're going to speed that bar up, and I want to talk about one more thing, which is actually swinging the 6 itself. So let's take a look at the 6. Right? Now, if we play it mathematically, it's going to sound. It's very linear. It's not at all with any expression. So what we do there is we play the left or the right before the 6, and we just hold it tightly, and then we go into the 5. So I'm going to demonstrate the difference between mathematical and if we hold that first note. So you see a slight hold on that first note. Let's give it a try. Da, diggy, diggy, da. 2, 3. Try another hand. Nice and light accents as well. Ba, diggy, diggy, da. Ba, diggy, diggy, da. Perfect. Okay. Now we move on to the next 2-bar phrase here. We're starting with the 5 and then going into the 6. Diggy diggy da, diggy diggy da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Okay. So now while we're here, I'm going to talk about setting up. It is so important to set up all your rudiments. Each rudiment might have a different way of setting it up, especially in context. Very important. Let's just say, in this example here, the 5 here, I want to challenge you guys to see if you can get the 5 going while driving into the pad. So what I'm saying is, don't start the 5 from here. Give it some movement and move into the 5. So try 3, 4. So use your arms. Very nice. Dig it up. Dig it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see there, we're setting up for the 6 now as well. We're not just, we're not playing it when it just happens to pop up. We're setting up with it on the left. See, my left is coming right up here, getting ready for that 6. Let's try it again. 3, 4. Very nice. Don't forget to use your arms to create that drive. Other hand as well. 3, 4. Diggy, diggy, da. Diggy, diggy, da. 4. Very nice. Okay. All right. So now let's try that whole 2-bar phrase there. We just swap our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming for that 5 with your arms. You must kind of come in like an opposite hand flat. So what I'm saying is if we're going to play a right-handed 5, come in like a left-handed flat. So that when you play it, you see that we create a drive. Right, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right. So that drive there. Okay, now we're just going to move on to the 2-bar phrases with what we have in mind. Diggy, diggy, da, daggy, diggy, daggy, diggy, daga. 2, 3, 4. On the other hand, 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. So now with that earlier example, when you come in with the 5, we did it on the right hand, but now if we come in with 5 on the left hand, we're setting up the opposite hand flank. So we're here, the left hand 5, left, right, left, right, left. See, I'm setting up a right-handed flank, even though I'm playing a left-hand 5, left, right, left, right, left. Now, it doesn't have to be as exaggerated as an actual flank, but the roundabout position of the sticks should be important. 2, 3, 4, diggy, diggy, da, baga, 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 baga. Okay, now I'm going to move on to mixing triplets and accents. Mixing triplets and 5s together. 1, 2, 3, 4 triplets. So right there we have a triplet. Triplet, triplet, diggy, diggy, da. Triplet, diggy, diggy, da. So we hear the triplet itself is completely different. There's a huge distinction between the triplets and the singles, and make that distinction so, right? You don't really want to, no distinction whatsoever. You don't really know what's going on. This sounds like a bunch of singles. What we're aiming for here is that the triplets are open. 3, 4, right or right together, right, left. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Awesome. So then here, we try on the left. 2, 3, 4. Left and left, give me back up. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. Very nice. Okay, and now we're just going to go back to back. Right, left, right, left. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we slow it down. Triple left, triple left, triple left, back, back. So aim for the triplets at the start, all right? We have this thing here. We ended on the left. That left is the start. of the next triplet, and vice versa when we try it on the other hand. 3 and 4 and 3, 4. Let's try it on the other hand as well. Starting on the left. 3 and 4 and 3, 4. Okay, you see, but there is a huge difference between the triplet and the singles. I'm going to play this a little faster so you can actually hear what it's going to sound like. Hear that? And one way you can actually emphasize these triplets is by focusing on the rhythm, not necessarily the accents. Because think about it, if you try to emphasize it with just the accent, it sounds a little brash, a little in your face. Yeah, a little much. So I really want you guys aim to emphasize with rhythm. Triplet, triplet, triplet. Okay. You feel the complete difference there, even when I speed up. Those triplets make a huge difference. This last line here, we're pretty much mixing all of those 3 lines together. We have a nice long combination. Ba, digi, dagi, dagi, da, baka, bai, baka. Dagi, 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 triplet. Okay. 3, 4. 3, 4. The emphasis there is on the triplet, but focus on opening the triplet up, not necessarily accent. We're going to try the other hand as well. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, left, tap, right, triplet, left, okay. 3, 4, left, okay, right, okay, okay. 3, 4, left, okay, right, triplet, left, okay. Right, not too bad, eh? Very nice, guys. So now we're going to move on to the next exercise rudiment. And now we're going to deal with paradiddles. Okay. So here we have 3 exercises here. All right, we're going to focus on the paradiddle and isolating the hands for improvement. Well, what do I mean by that? Okay, so we take a look at a paradiddle. 3 of the notes of the 4 are on one hand, right? If I say left paradiddle, it's left, right, left, left. 3 lefts, and if I say paradiddle on the right, right, left, right, right. See, there's three rights on the right paradiddle. So what I'm getting at is when we're trying to improve the paradiddle, just take away that little left, little right, or when it's alternating. Paradiddle, paradiddle. You know what I mean? Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. So we're getting rid of the para. So we're doing paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Now, why this is important to do is because the biggest thing to a paradiddle is controlling the double. There's my third one right there. Controlling the double, that is the key to playing a good paradiddle. That double right there. This is easy. You can do this in your seat. But controlling the double at that speed, that's what you should be aiming for. And that's why we take away the ra, pa, diddle. So we see there. So now we're going to take a look at this first line here, super slowly. Feel free to say paradiddle while you're playing it. It helps a huge load. 2, 3, 4. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Very very easy, very simple here, not too bad. Okay, relaxing the wrists and fingers here. When we come for these accents, I don't want you to bash them out. Super relaxed. Super relaxed. All right. Now, in terms of setting it up, my hands are always getting ready to start that accent, and getting that accent correct in terms of setting it up, it creates momentum for the paradiddle. So I'm getting these hands ready for the accents. Left, right, right. And while I'm playing my diddle, the double, while I'm playing the double is when I'm setting up. Double, 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 double. So you see that. That is when you're trying to set up. In the second line here, this bit here, we have a 5. A 5 into a paradiddle. So we're going paradiddle, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and go. Dagga, dagga, paradiddle, paradiddle. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and diggy, diggy, paradiddle, paradiddle. Now with this 5 here, we can incorporate what we learned from the singles earlier, the setting up part. Paradiddle, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, paradiddle. Yeah, setting up, I really take it so seriously. It adds a lot more to your playing, visually as well, other than just rudimentary. This last bar here, we have this 5 into a paradiddle, but we are swapping hands. We're going 5, so diggy, diggy, paradiddle, other hand. So you see that. Diggy, diggy, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, paradiddle. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and diggy, diggy, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, paradiddle. 2 and 4, and. And even though I'm playing my 5, I'm still trying to aim to set up the paradiddle at the end of the 5. Sorry. Alright. Let's try exercise F. Up tempo. Dagger, digger, dagger, dagger. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We keep going. Paradiddle, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, then diggy, diggy, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, diggy, diggy, paradiddle, paradiddle. Not too bad. Here we have very similar to this one. We're just talking about the paradiddles now. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. In the second bar there, we have the accent on the second note of the paradiddle. And here we're now moving the quick paradiddles on the other hand. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Try and control these dot and cut movements, eh? Aim for the rhythms. Here we're now dealing with flangs. I put here a pluck sound for flangs. It's very important. We are avoiding that completely. Dead flang. Okay, we're aiming for pluck. Pluck. The 2 P's of pluck are the actual notes. Pluck. All of those flangs, we want to aim for the pluck. Now we're going to incorporate it here. 3, 4. Really aiming for that top. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we move on to these quick movements, now we're dealing with the flam and quick paradiddles. Don't fret. The goal here is from the flam, stay super relaxed because we're playing a double at the start. Right? Flam into the left. If I take away the right hand of the flam, see, there's a double there. You really want to relax there. You can't play a quick double if you're tense with that flam. Okay, you get stuck. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. With the flam. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, we're still dealing with button cuts. The last bar, flam to flam, cut the flam, flam. 2, 3, 4. Flam to flam, flam to flam, flam. 3 and 4. And flam to flam, flam to flam, flam. Makes sense. Okay, let's try this whole exercise V. 3 and 4 and. Okay, really aim for this flam to be super open, super club-like. Now we move on to the next one. Now we're dealing with quick paradiddles and multiple accents. So we do not necessarily paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. 2, 3, 4, paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. So here we're going to be using our wrists, but when we move faster, I want to see if you can actually try create accents with your fingers alone. So I'm going to demonstrate here. Even though I am using my wrist, I'm trying to aim for the accents to be on my fingers, and the only difference is that trying to be able to control that. Right? Okay, try this. 3 and the 4 and the. Right. We'll go to the nice and slowly. 2, 3, 4. And then we stop on the other hand. So try a whole bar. 1 and 2 and. Not too bad, eh? We move on to this last bar here. Now we're dealing with 2 accents. So we're going paradiddle, 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 2, 3, 4. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Okay, and then at the bottom here, it's the same thing, just on the other hand. Okay, so we're going to try this whole exercise nice and slowly. 3 and 4 and. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Now on the left, 3 and 4 and paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Not too bad, eh? Let's get it up. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to speed it up even more now. Control those accent things, okay? If we move a little quicker, see, if you take a look at what my hands are doing there, I'm trying to isolate the accents to my fingers alone. See there. Makes sense. Then you can really go for it there. Allowing the fingers to play the accents, you see you can get so much more speed if you're just focusing on using your wrists. You know, that. See there. Your wrists. Slows you down quite a bit. So see if you can try and get the fingers playing the accents. Any questions so far? We good? Just want to check chat. Okay, seems you're good. Okay. Now we move on to drags. Okay, now we're just going to take a look at the drags here. Super light. That is the main key point. These dead notes are light. Right? So here at the top here, I have two types of movements, two types of drag movements. We have one where the tap is before the drag, and one where the tap is after the drag. So here we have boom, the drag, boom, left drag, boom, 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 boom. All right, and then we have draga. So we have the drag and the tap right after it. Now here, the dra sound for drags. Very similar to the flap. I want you to actually create a space between the drag and the tap. You take a listen here. There's actually a little space there. Pluck as well. Right? The difference is when you play them together, you can't really hear the dead note as well. I mean, it's there, but you can't hear it as well. So you aim for the drag. The pluck. Hear the difference there. Okay, now we're going to take a look at these two lines here. So this line here. The difference being we're incorporating the tap drag, and then we're incorporating the drag tap. 2, 3, 4. Right here, baga, same thing, and just at the end, we're not doing tap drag, we're doing drag. So, not too bad. Now, here I have put immediate reset of the drag. What do I mean by that? You play a drag and you go back in. Like straight away. As soon as you can. As soon as you play a drag, resetting is very important so that whatever drag movement you're playing, most commonly it's going to be a drag 5, it's so that you get on the 5 as quickly as possible. You can't get onto the drag 5 if you're still in the drag. See there, that's why the light drag is also important, so that we can get off of that drag quickly and play something. Okay. The next line here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. 3, 4. And here we see we're doing tap drag. This time we're doing the drag tap. Drag, 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 drag. Da, da, 2, 3, 4. Da, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to play this here, which is more, these are for scratch space, the scratch space example. I'm just going to focus on the pitch of the drag. It must be effective, right? And to be effective here, we want to get as much result as possible with as little effort as possible. That is what effective means. To get the same result while doing less work. Makes sense? So with the pinch, I don't want you to go for it too much, eh? Pinch it just enough so you get the dead note. And this is something you have to try at home. You have to feel it out. You have to feel how much pressure you have to apply to get the right drag. Okay. Not too bad. Getting those accents straight out of drag, or that creates momentum. Please use those accents to your advantage. Yeah, like that. 2, 3, 4. So we have a triplet there. Alrighty. Okay, now we're going to move on. We're going to take a look at some rolls and combo rolls. Okay. Oh, right here at the top, we have doubles for our accented 5-stroke rolls. And it's very important that we try and keep that movement. You see, there's no difference from the double in the 5 and the double on its own. The only difference is we're slipping in a little double. Sorry, a little buzz in between the double. Double, buzz. You see that? So let's try that whole line. We're going to try and start with it. 2, 3, 4. Double, do that, do that, double, do that, do that, double. Let's speed up. 3, 4, double, do that. Not too bad, eh? Now when you take a look at the duck and cut here, these, no matter what, if you're playing an accented 5 or a normal duck and cut 5, there's actually a rhythm here you're supposed to be using. It's a triplet rhythm. So we have our normal 5s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5, right? That's our normal 5s. Quick ones. But a long 5, duck and cut 5. So we're kind of tripleting everything here. And even if we add the accent, so let's try that and extend that 5 to the triplets. 3, 4. Makes sense, eh? That kind of triplet allows you to open up the 5 to get the most out of it. Okay, let's try it again. 3, 4, Not too bad. Speed up. 3 and 4 and. Third line. 3 and 4 and. 2, 3, 4. All right. Now we take a look here. We're dealing with accented sevens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other hand, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Right. Does, diggity guitar. Does, diggity guitar. 1, 2, 3, 4. This last line here. Clam, does, diggity guitar. 4. Clam, does, other hand, 3, 4, and not too bad, eh? Okay, now I'm going to move on here to some other types of combo rolls. Okay, and now this applies for combo rolls and for accented rolls. The space between the accent and the first buzz is non-existent. There's no space, no pause whatsoever. If I play a 7 here, that transition right there from a tap to a buzz is crucial. I'm sure you might have heard some people when they play the accent, a little pause right there. Right? You must eliminate it. And by doing that, you can practice alternating. Not too much there. All right. Does that make sense? Here in the first 2 bars, what we're going to try is we're going to only play the taps. Ba, ka, ka, ba, ka, ba, ba, da, ka, ba, da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, left, right, left, right, left, 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 right. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, now this allows us to pretty much gauge the structure of the combo roll. And what we do is we play those taps. As soon as we get the structure right, then we go for the combo roll. 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. Now these kind of movements where a roll is being played at the end of another roll, very important that you keep the buzz hand going. Some people tend to forget that there's something still going to happen there. Okay, let's see if we can continue and finish that whole two-bar phrase. 3, 4. See, the 5s are very important here. We'll be super light on these taps, right? We don't want to. Okay, we're going to slow ourselves down. All right, just play the tap clear. Focus on the buzzes. See there. Okay, we're going to move to another one here. Now, I wanted to show this because this little bit here, this buzz here, represents the beat, where the beat actually is, but it's not the end of the roll. It's in the middle of the roll somewhere. Now, I want to show you, this is an 11. So if I'm going to play 1 and 2 and see that buzz that I just played, that is the buzz that's going to be on the beat, even though it's not the end of the roll. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then play a 7 right after that. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now it's really quick there. And then after that, you're going to play a 13. Accented 13. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And if we're only to play the taps. So that there. Alright. Now we move on to this last line here. These are Strasbourg examples. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Right, left, left. See there's that double there. 2, 3, 4. That here is really quick. Don't underestimate it, eh? Right, 5, left, left. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Let's add the rolls in. 3, 4. 3, 4. Alright. And yeah, again, also a Strasbourg phrase. Pretty good tip. Sorry. 3, 4. 3, 4. Right after this right, the end of the 7th. Okay, we'll be really quick on these taps. Okay, they represent the 5s. They're doubles, they're super quick. Okay, sorry. 3 and 4. And 3 and 4. Okay, so let's add this in. 1, 2, 3, 4. After you end that 7, it's there, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Add the 2 doubles in. Don't play the 5 just yet, just play 2 doubles. 3, 4. Double. 3, 4. Double. 3, 4. Okay, and now those are going to be the 5s. 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, any questions? All good so far? Let me check the chat. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the last thing. Challenge time. Okay, I want you, everyone at home, online, and here, I want you to try and take out all of your buzzers. Any score that you're working on, whether it be SOS, mass bands, or competition tune, I want you to replace your buzzers with doubles. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to just practice this a little bit here to see what we're actually trying to achieve. They're triplets, right? Buzzers form triplets. Triplet. They're triplets, right? So let's try this first part. Triplet. 2, 3, 4. Try use your arms as well, eh? 3, 4. Now, the reason I want you to use your arms is because when we start subdividing these doubles in, it's all about the arms. So let's slow it down. Triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triplet. too bad. And it must be super open and consistent. Okay, and the way we can find if it's consistent, if it sounds like an actual roll. Hear that there? Triple, 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 triple. And it sounds fast. It really does, but it's just working on subdividing triplets. Alright. Practice this bit at home. And once you've got that triplet feel in with the doubles, I'm going to take our version of Green Hills. Right? We play flam, 7 for back, diggy diggy back, 7 for triple left flam, triple left flam, 7 for back, diggy diggy back, flam, right? Let's take that line here. And I'm going to replace the buzzes with doubles. Okay, trying these doubles into your tunes, it's going to take your playing to the next level, the absolute next level. Not only rhythmically, technically, and musically, you're going to improve so much if you just attempt it. Okay, but this is a big challenge for everyone. I want to try at home. Take it and apply it to your scores. Doubles are played with the arms, consistent rhythm, no pauses, all right? No hesitation. All that, okay? We want fluid motions. Maintain the rhythm. If this is a little confusing for you, the doubles, remember, this triplet here is the skeleton of it. Triplet, 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 triplet. Makes sense? Okay, that is the end of our advanced rudiment exercises. Any questions from here? Any questions in the chat? Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone.